Let's just talk about the Lakers situation.
Okay.
D'Angelo Russell.
Okay.
Let me just give you my quick take on it, man.
Go ahead.
All right. Yes, that was some dumbass shit. We all know. We all know it was just so stupid. But I'm gonna be so real. The people who are fake outraged about this, like Stephen A, and the people who are just, oh my god, this guy, and I'm just like, if y'all don't calm down. Yes, it was some dumb shit that happened. It was childish. It was breaking code. But the people who were like, this will ruin his career forever. He will never have the trust of any teammate ever again. It's like, bro, do you realize the age that we live in, bro? The age that we live in social media, there's a new thing every 2 days. There's a new thing every 24 hours where people care. Like the whole, why the fuck you lying meme, that shit was gone in literally 1 month. That shit isn't funny anymore because no one cares. It's not what's hot. And then you go on from the why the fuck you lying meme to the whole damn Daniel back at it again with the white van shit. Then that shit is gone. Then you go to the, like the only thing that's been constant in meme culture and internet culture has been the crying Jordan face. And that's only because Michael Jordan is just the GOAT on and off the court. So when you talk about D'Angelo Russell, you have to look at this from the lens of 21st century social media, because he's doing a video on Snapchat and he was probably just talking to Nick Young and he was just like, yo, thanks for telling my video that. He said that, and probably what transpired after that is, yo, delete that, bro. Please delete that. And he was like, yeah, I got you. He probably had already sent the video to somebody else and they were like, oh, I have to post this. And then it probably just went viral. It's not just like people saying that, oh, he needs to be traded. This is going to ruin his reputation forever. No, dude, because if Kobe Bryant can get away with snitching on Shaq, then this kid can get away with, I guess you could say, snitching on a mediocre player like Nick Young, man. He's not Shaq. Y'all acting like these are the two greatest players on the Lakers. When the two greatest players on the Lakers actually went through a situation like this and everything was fine after a couple years of bad play, obviously. But everything was fine, man. It resulted in 2 more championships. So the people acting like this is just a damning act on D'Angelo Russell. Yes, it was ill-advised. Yes, it was childish. Yes, it was stupid. But I'm personally of the opinion that this is not as huge a deal as people like Stephen A are making it out to be. Like, Stephen A acts like the man committed murder. And the thing that pisses me off about this culture of sports that we have is that people are more shocked about when I really don't know if you're going to agree with me here on this, Ryan, but people are more shocked and outraged about D'Angelo Russell exposing the, I'm not going to say this like I'm a feminist or something, but exposing the, misogynistic behavior of NBA players than they are about the reported sexual assaults of people like Peyton Manning.
Oh.
That shit makes no fucking sense to me. How dare you, D'Angelo Russell? What in the world you are doing? Oh my God. And then when Peyton Manning comes out and he's dragging his nuts on a fucking, person's forehead and sexually harassing them and ruining their entire life and career, it's hey man, boys will be boys. I mean, hey, Peyton, it was a bad decision, but hey man, fuck that. I'm not down for the whole, double standard bullshit, dude. If you're going to get mad at a kid for being a kid, then let's get mad at another kid for being a fucking predator, dude. Like, let's be serious about this shit. I hate to get deep on it, but I'm not for them games. I hate when we do this. We are so protective of misogynistic culture in sports. and I'm not even going to try to take it there, but it just has to go there sometimes. That we're so protective of NBA players and NFL players cheating on their wives, like that's like cool to do. And the moment that, even though it was a fucking joke and it wasn't, he wasn't trying to make a political statement, the moment that we actually do get some information about something like this, we act like this is like the end of the world and oh my god, he broke bro code and all this shit. But when we have a player like Peyton Manning going out here on documented evidence doing fuckery, no one cares. It's oh man, who cares? That's Peyton Manning. But y'all want to go in on this kid. He's 19 years old using a Snapchat app, just talking about some girls that Nick Young slept with. But no one cares about the life of a girl that Peyton Manning and other stories where people have been degrading women and stuff like that. No one cares about that stuff because, hey, man, it's just girls, man. They're only here for entertainment, right? I hate to get that deep, but that's just my 2 cents on the whole story. This shit's going to be gone within 2 weeks. People are already starting to start talking about it now. And this whole Stephen A culture of this is going to end his career. No, shut up, dude. It's over.
I like the points you brought up. And I agree that a lot of the sensationalist media we have, to some of the listeners out there that enjoy First Take, I'm going to say this. I thought First Take was hilarious at a point, and then after consistently watching it for a little while, I started to pick up on the nuances and how some of the format kind of goes, and then some of the stuff doesn't make sense, and it's kind of forgetting context and ignoring certain things, and just kind of more
First
subjective.
Take is about as nuanced as CNN, and
Fox
it's just
News, really.
Dude, they have the same positions. They have the same positions every time. Whenever there's a story about LeBron James, Skip has to be the objective one, in my opinion.
A man gets paid to troll Bron.
Yeah, to me, Skip is more objective about LeBron James than Stephen A is. And then Stephen A is always, no matter what Skip says, Stephen A will always be on LeBron's side, like LeBron pays his checks. It is ridiculous. No matter what Skip could say, hey, LeBron should have missed that last shot, man. That was a pretty easy 15-footer from the inside the paint. Oh, you're disrespecting the great. Oh my God, like y'all are rehearsed. Like you all sound rehearsed, and that's what I used to be of the opinion that Skip was the worst one. No, dude, Skip is by far the most realistic and sensible one on that show. Stephen A is the one who is rehearsed. He is the one who is completely just a puppet for whatever his bosses are telling him to do. They're like, dude, like, put the camera on me, Kevin Durant.
All eyes on me right now.
Shut up, dude. Like, put the camera on me, D'Angelo Russell. You are so. But when Peyton Manning is out here doing his fucked up shit, it's silence and it's. I mean, it's pretty sad that this had to come out.
No, and you know what he says? Why wasn't this talked about back then?
Oh my God! Just shut up, Stephen A. I have so many more problems that are not even. I can't even address them off the bench. I would have to address them on a political podcast. I have so many problems, but just his sports opinions in general on a lot of stuff, it's not terrible. But when it comes to issues like this. He needs to just shut the fuck up forever because I just don't appreciate and I don't respect his opinion on this stuff because he completely just contradicts his own rhetoric when it comes to, we have to hold these athletes responsible, but you don't hold most athletes responsible when it's real shit that's happening. You care about a Snapchat video, but you don't care about the fact that one of the greatest football players of all time ruined a doctor's life. You really don't care about that. But you care about the fact that he snitched on a dude cheating on his wife. Come on now, man. Come on.
He's too busy caring about the weed.
Yeah. And he's too busy, so he's too busy, and this isn't just me beating up on Stephen A, but I just have a big problem with the way that sensationalist media continues to do these hot takes where, the Lakers should definitely trade D'Angelo. Dude, they spent all this time trying to develop him, Now you're going to let Nick Young be the one to tear that apart? You're really going to let Nick Young be the one? Nick Young of all players. I could see if he did that to Kobe, then this would be a story. This isn't a story to me. Well, this isn't a story to me.
Here's the funny thing. To go back on.
Just go in real quick, bro.
On take. The Lakers are still trying to trade Nick Young, as they have been for the past 2 years, and they're going to try it again. A report came out. They're going to, try again this offseason. So they might have probably, made their choice, if anything. The thing to give context, when I was listening to the Eyes on Basketball podcast from CBS Sports, what I found out when they get their more level-headed takes was it was a Snapchat video, like you said, but it was longer, so I don't know if it was someone clipped it together or something about possibly that there's a way to do Snapchat to have longer than a 10-second video or something like that. I've never personally heard of that, but if it's a thing, maybe that was it. But that it got out, so on Snapchat, if it's on your story, there are apps to take that video and save it. So there's a way to do it. And unfortunately, D'Angelo, I guess, wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
Because I guess this was a whole thing about pranking, like they have, and unfortunately, he might have taken it too far, and it got out in the wrong hands. Let's just put this first. Yes, it's Iggy Azalea. Okay, let's get that out the way. But if this was any other woman, it's a shitty way to find this shit out. Period. To be fair.
Of course it is. And that's why I have a problem with it, is the fact that he's more concerned with Nick Young's well-being of, oh man, just let him cheat in peace, man. Like, what are you doing? And here's my thing. It's none of my business either. I don't care either. But I have a problem when people who are on TV influencing kids, their message is, hey man, if you see someone cheating on their wife, you shouldn't say anything. But also don't say anything if someone is harassing a female or allegations come out and you just say, oh, why wasn't this brought up? And it was, dumbass. It fucking was. And if you're going to be a dickhead one time, then you should be a dickhead both times and say that you don't care. Because if you don't care about a doctor getting harassed, and the reason why I say the Peyton Manning example is because there's documented evidence that goes on for years and shaming that goes on for years. But you care about D'Angelo Russell's Snapchat video in just the universe. This is a speck on the sports world. This is a literal shit stain. It's just on just. This is literally a fucking atom in the universe of sports. And yet you're out here ignoring bodies. You're out here ignoring bodies of just horrible things that happen in the world of sports, Stephen. And you out here and you shame players who, have real problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll shame Josh Gordon, and just very, very racially. And I'm not even going to go into that, but he will use racially coded language whenever he talks about players who are afflicted by, self-medicating with marijuana. He'll call them dumb and stuff like that. And I have a big problem with the way that he talks about social issues in general. But the fact that he wants to focus on D'Angelo Russell, saying that, oh, this is going to ruin his career forever, that can be your opinion. But dude, don't denigrate that kid and say that he's he should know better, because he's 20 years old on the Lakers. But I didn't hear him saying anything about that when Kobe got charged with we all know what he did in Denver, but I'm not saying he did it. But when he got charged, Stephen A. won't say shit. Stephen A. won't say a damn thing. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, but to just give it the rest of the context, when listening to that podcast, I guess the way this might have gone out, I guess the person who, Famous or whatever the person was that uploaded it, the way he got it was, and I'm not trying to drop a juicy scoop, this is literally what I heard. You can listen to the podcast yourself for CBS Sports, Eyes on Basketball. supposedly, the guy said on a Houston radio show that it was through somebody of Nicki Minaj's crew. So, take with that what you will.
That's hilarious.
Take that with what you will. So this may be some more celebrities started.
What if this is like a huge like conspiracy for like a rap beef, and like we're all
literally like it just took a corner. So like
or what if it's just a 19-year-old kid who did something stupid and sent it to his nosy ass friend who got on Twitter and Instagram, sent it out to some people who was looking for a scoop, made some extra cash to get a big story, and it just happened. What if it's just that simple? What if it's not D'Angelo saying, "Oh, I'm about to expose him"? It wasn't anything like that. From what I understand, it was not "Oh, I'm about to expose Nick because he's cheating." No, dude, it was just a "Yo, so what you do?" You like have you ever like I've done that before, not like record nobody, but like have you ever been with like someone on the phone and you didn't tell them that like you were on like three-way, like, you know what I'm saying, and you're like, "Yo, so
that's been done to me."
Yeah, so like you're like, "Yo, so what'd you say about Ryan?" And like the guy's like, "Oh yeah, Ryan, man, he sucks at basketball." Then like you come in and like, "Oh, you talking shit," you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's one of those things. It's just funny. And I think he took it to the extreme by recording. But dude, I don't think this is gonna hinder his career. I think it really should just be brushed off as I fucked up. And how much time it takes you to forgive me, I'm fine with that. I realize this whole.
He said everything right. Like he came out. He was he just felt sick. Like all this social media. Like, look, to give an example that happened to, say, Kalani, with her idea with her
Kyrie. So you were talking about Kyrie Irving's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Kalani, yeah.
Apparently they weren't together at that when this whole thing happened, and that was a party next door wasn't trying to. It was an older pic he posted, so it was just a bunch of bullshit. But like basically that blew up. It was, I guess, a false story. They weren't together. Nobody got cheated on. The timelines don't match, and all this social media basically just propped her up. Like, she's like 20 years old.
Yeah, she's 20.
All this shit going in her Instagram or her Twitter or all the social media that literally forced her to the point where she just almost tried to commit suicide. Like, that's how much this can blow up, and how social media has changed a lot of things.
I just don't think people understand that as big as things blow up, things die down. And by the way, like complete, just well wishes to her, because that's a very, sad thing.
Yeah, it is. Whenever somebody
feels that though they need to take their life. But I think people need to also understand the ones that were going in on her or whatever. Cause I ain't gonna lie, and like I didn't say some stupid shit like I was like, "Damn, Kyrie, really?" But I wasn't going in doing memes and, "Oh, Kehlani, you a dumb," but no, like I wasn't doing none of that stuff. I was just like, "Kehlani, why would you do that? If you did cheat on him, why would you do that?"
Right.
And I never said, "Oh, Kehlani a cheater," man. No, I just said, "Yo, if you do that was stupid. Dude got $90 million. He's a basketball player, and y'all seem to be a good couple." I was like, "Come on now," but. The thing that relates this to sports is just the fact that people don't understand that. Imagine you wake up, right? And all your dirty laundry is out there on the internet. It's on Baller Alert.
You don't even know about it.
You don't even know about it. And you look at your Instagram and you got 100,000 comments on each picture calling you a hoe.
The narrative is out there about you, and it's going to completely ruin your public image to the point where it's just going to... It could potentially mess up a lot of things for whatever your future could have been.
And imagine you go on your Twitter and you see a whole bunch of people calling you, the B word, and oh man, he's a traitor to the male race, and oh man, how you gonna snitch on him like that, bro, man?
Well, that's some NFL players saying if this was an NFL locker room, it'd be real different. Like insinuating he's gonna get physically assaulted.
Assaulted. Like, that's just, man, I'm not even gonna say what I want to say. That's just, I'm gonna say this that's some monkey business right there, man. That's some real monkey business right there. That's just stupid, man. Like, what do we like? It's stupid what he did, but we have to keep in perspective. He's a 20-year-old kid who's learning the ropes, man. He's learning the ropes, and it's Nick Young. Y'all are mad about Nick Young when y'all can't even name Nick Young's highest scoring game. Like, so just shut up. Like, oh, how dare you do this to Nick Young? Like, yeah, like Nick Young is a staple in the NBA. Like, no one will ever be able to live without his presence on the court. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
I don't know, man. I'll kind of missing his threes that he thought he makes, and then realizes he missed them.
Like, it's just stupid, man. So in closing, I just think that people need to realize that this was a kiddie shit. And it was just kiddie shit, man. It was just stupid. It was dumb, and it's gonna be behind us, and it's gonna be, oh hey, remember when this happened? It's gonna be that type of thing in just a year's time. I promise you, it's not gonna be oh man, D'Angelo Russell's never recovered. No, fuck out of here. No one's gonna care that much because people don't like. All right, let me give you one example, and we can move on to Jimmy talk. No one ever, like, we barely even talk about the fact that what is the thing that I'm trying to talk about? Oh my god, what is in it? No one even talks about Richie Incognito anymore. And Richie Incognito is over here
in sports.
Yeah, Richie Incognito is in here and no one talks about Donald Sterling anymore. No one followed up on that for real. No one cares about Richie Incognito, the fact that he bullied, Jonathan Martin, and very racially charged stuff going on there. No one cares about that anymore because it's a story of the past. No one cares. He's over here at the Bills and he's demanding more money, and they're gonna give him more money playing for the Buffalo Bills. So it's like no one cares, dude. As long as you play good, no one gives a damn. No one gives a damn as long as you play good. So just get over it, y'all. Like, y'all acting like this man, went into Nick Young's house, recorded him and his wife making love, and put it on the internet. Come on, dude. Like, he didn't do that. He didn't take pictures of Nick Young with out with his mistress and look what he's doing to Iggy. He didn't do that. He did a stupid thing that got devolved into more ugliness because of, I believe, what they're calling a friend who went rogue and put that video up and sold it. That's what's being described. It's not D'Angelo's doing of him going out and selling it to Baller Alert and Gossip and all that shit. It's just a friend. So I'm gonna just dead this conversation right now. Yeah. I'm just not having it, Stephen A. I'm just really not having it. I'm not having these D'Angelo Russell think pieces about how he broke Broco. Fuck out of here, dude. I'm not having that shit. And go ahead.
My last statement on it will be this: to people that'll give the counter argument, like the trust in the locker room. I know 12 Kyle said something about that prior in the week. I'll say this. The trust can be earned back. I don't think people are going to have a disposition where they're going to have so much distrust that they feel like they can never work with you again. Because then that's kind of a bigger problem for that person if they have that type of mentality or disposition in the NBA. Because you're going to have to trust people in the NBA to win. So I think it can be earned back. Yeah, he's got some. He'll be working his back off. He said everything right. He wants to do well. He seems to really want to be the next guy for the Lakers. So, I mean, just give the kid a chance. He fucked up.
I mean, bro, if Pau Gasol can trust Kobe after Kobe said, yeah, trade Pau for Dwight right now, then dude, like, what the fuck? Like, if Lamar Odom can trust Kobe after Kobe said, yeah, trade Lamar right now. And Lamar called Kobe one of his best friends. And Kobe had no remorse saying, yeah, trade him, please. Get Dwight in here. And Lamar Odom still has trust for Kobe. He still likes Kobe. Then y'all can get over this man making a damn Snapchat. You know what? I'm done.